Hi everyone, welcome to today's vlog. So I'm trying to get back on track from having family to stay. Not that I particularly went off track, but you know what I mean. You kind of, well, I get out of my good routines and I need to try and get back into them. I'm also probably today and possibly tomorrow, maybe even Saturday, gonna try and rest my foot. I've injured it and I think it needs rest and ice, so I don't like sitting around all day, but I've got a few things to do that are gonna, that need to be done, admin-y type things, so it'll be good to get those done. I might record a haul vlog for you guys, so hopefully you've already seen that actually. And I've got some books to read. I was just sat here having a little read of this one called All the Little Liars, which I'm really enjoying. Nearly done with it actually. First thing I need to get back into is drinking my lemon water and drinking plenty of water. It's very hot here at the moment, and we've also got a Kalima, which is why I sound a bit, because there's lots of dust in the air. So yeah, Martin's doing the washing, all the bed sheets and everything. He's also doing a couple of jobs in the bathroom. I've lost my train of thought now. We are going to go out for coffee today. We're going to go to Las Salinas, so I'll try and show you that. Tomorrow we need to do a supermarket shop, so I'll show you that. If I do any bits of cooking and food prep, I will also show you that. And yeah, just how I'm getting back on track. So I'm going to sit here, drink my lemon water, read my book, and then I'm going to record my haul vlog. We're just going to go to Las Salinas now and have a cup of coffee. I finished that book. I really enjoyed that one. And I've also done quite a bit of work on my vocab book for my Spanish. So that's been a good job done. But yeah, we're going to go and have a cup of coffee now. Oh, there's a lovely bit of breeze out here. It's very hot. Normally when we go to Las Salinas, we would walk at least part of the way. To be fair, we normally do drive down to the bottom of our hill or to the Atlantico, and it's a lovely walk along the coast. We do it often, but because of obviously my foot, we drove, or Martin drove there today, and actually he very kindly dropped me off right outside the place that we were having coffee, Las Caracalitos, which is an amazing little place. Yeah, love Las Salinas. It's such a different world from Caleta, and yet it's literally a 5-minute drive. You can get the bus there as well from Caleta if you didn't want to walk. The restaurant is not open at the weekends, and it only accepts cash. Just to warn you if you're going. But yeah, we had a nice time, sat and had a coffee, just looked at the view, chilled out, and the tide was out. It was lovely. When I got back, I had my lunch. I made some brown rice, lentils, cauliflower rice with a bit of spice in it. I added some nutritional yeast on the top, and then I like to use these big lettuce leaves as wraps, and just a bit of tomato and cucumber to go with it, and I made enough for tomorrow as well. Hooray, always a bonus. It is actually Friday now. I kind of stopped vlogging yesterday. I did a lot of work on my vocab book. What else did I do? Spoke to my dad on Zoom, put ice on my foot, watched a couple of Grey's Anatomy. Actually, I only watched one episode. Read my book. Yeah, so I'm just trying to rest the foot, which doesn't seem to be much better today. So I'm kind of doing the same, but I am pottering about the house a bit more and the garden. I've just gone and picked lots of, well, not lots, but some fresh produce that I've been growing, and I'm going to make it into a salad, which I'm going to have for lunch with the rest of that rice and lentil stuff that I made. Last night we had pasta for dinner, and I made enough for tonight as well, which is really good. I was feeling a bit sort of overwhelmed about like meal planning and what to buy and going to do a shop. So Martin actually went and did a really small shop, and I've got a plan of what I want to make to eat like tomorrow and Sunday, and then I'll see how I feel. I know it sounds really pathetic, doesn't it? But when you've had people to cater for, and I know some people do this all the time because you have lots of kids or whatever, but obviously normally I'm just cooking for Martin and I. So I've been cooking for 6 of us, which I've really enjoyed because I love cooking. But I find the thinking up things to make is the hardest thing sometimes. And obviously now I'm trying to really get back on track with my, healthy eating. So yeah, that's how I've chosen to do it. I also didn't really want to walk around the supermarket because I'm supposed to be resting the foot. But I may well be walking around to the swimming pool later because it's quite hot again today. So yeah, I'll show you what I've been growing, and I'm just going to basically chop it all up, make a little dressing, and stick it in the fridge and eat it. Some for lunch probably, and some for dinner. And then I want to make a bit of a sort of like vegan Indian feast for us to eat the next few days. So I'm going to do some onion bhajis, I'm going to do some probably a mushroom and maybe chickpea like coconut milk curry. I'm going to do some Bombay potato type things. I've got some brown rice which I might mix some peas into, and I'm going to cook quite a lot of it, so it'll do us for hopefully for 2 nights. And also I might even have enough left to pop in the freezer. I think I've got some sourdough flat like naan bread things in the freezer as well that could do with eating up, so I'll probably have those with that as well, so you will see that. But yeah, I'm going to get on with chopping up this salad. Let me show you. So this is what I've picked this morning. I've got quite a bit of kale ready, and I've got a small little lettuce there. I've got lots of spinach under here. I've also got some mint and some basil because I think fresh herbs in a salad are absolutely lovely to give it flavour. I've got some spring onions, some teeny tiny carrots, and then some radishes which are doing really well. So I'm going to chop all that up, and then I'll show you the dressing that I'm going to make to go with it. This is all the greenery chopped up, and you can use whatever you want, whatever herbs. Coriander is lovely in my opinion in a salad. So I've chopped it up, mixed it up. I'm going to now add carrot, radish, and I like something sweet as well in there, so pomegranate seeds are nice, but I don't have any of those, so I'm going to grate some apple and just pop some lemon juice on it, and then mix that all in together. So here it is all mixed up. I cut the radish up small because I want to get a little taste of each thing in each bite if possible. I'm sorry about the noise and the wind and the cars, but it's just too hot to have the doors closed. So I've cut them up small. I've grated carrot, grated apple, and then I've made a little teeny dressing out of tahini paste, salt, pepper and vinegar. I haven't made much of it, and I'm just going to pour that over, mix it all in, and it's ready to eat. That smells amazing. I'm going to try it with my lunch. I definitely feel like my energy's coming back today, even though it's really hot. I'm getting on well in the kitchen. I've done some pickled red onions, so I literally just cut them up, tip, what did I use? White wine vinegar over them, and I'll stick them in the fridge. They're really nice for salads. Oh, by the way, that salad for lunch was divine. I've got a bit more of it left to go with my dinner, and then tomorrow I'm just going to add some cooked quinoa to it, and it'll be ready for my lunch. But I definitely need to be making more yummy salads like that. What I'm doing at the moment here, let me show you if I can. was just thinking, shall I flip you round or shall I lift it up? I'll lift it up. So this is the beginnings of my onion bhajis, and I'm really sorry, but I don't weigh or measure anything. I'm a very intuitive cook, and all the things I make, I basically just make them up as I go along. But just Google recipes, or just throw a load of things in and see how you go. But for my bhajis, I cook in a pan, onion, grated carrot, courgette, and then this time I've put in turmeric, about a teaspoon, cumin, a teaspoon, coriander, a teaspoon, chili powder, a teaspoon, and I had some nigella seeds in the cupboard, so I've thrown a couple of teaspoons of those in as well. And then I cook that all up, a bit of salt and pepper, and then I put a little bit of water in there, and then I'm just going to add in this, which is chickpea flour or gram flour, to make sort of like a batter. I'll do it and I'll show it to you. And then what I do is I put greaseproof paper down on a baking tray, and I put them in little dollops, put them in the oven. Again, I cook them for however long. I don't have a specific, I just look at them and think, oh, they'll do now. So yeah, I cook them, and then I brush a tiny bit of oil on the top of them and cook them a bit longer, and that gives the sort of fried effect, but without the deep frying, because onion bhajis are usually traditionally deep fried, but obviously I don't really want to do that. But they come out really nicely. Martin absolutely loves these, so I probably haven't made enough, to be fair, but yeah, I'm going to get them in the oven. And I've also got, I'm going to make, which looks a bit grim, but it won't be. Sorry, but I'm really hot again because I've got the door shut. I've just stewed up some eating apples, literally cut them up, add a little bit of water, and I've added some cinnamon and some ginger. I won't add any sugar or any other sweetener. I'm not eating anything like that, but if your taste buds are still wanting sugar, you could either add sugar, you could add honey, maple syrup. What else could you add? You could add a bit of vanilla, or an artificial sweetener, agave, anything like that, whatever you want. But I don't need to, because the eating apples are sweet enough for me. And then I'm going to make a topping, and again, I'm sorry, I don't weigh and measure it, so I can't do an actual recipe, but I basically use either mushed up banana or apple sauce, the no added sugar one. I use peanut butter or almond butter, depending on what I've got in, a little bit of chickpea flour and some oats. I often add a bit of plant milk as well, again, just to get it to a sort of crumbly texture. Then I bung that on the top and bake that in the oven. So I will show you that when it's done as well. Dinner was delicious. The veggie pasta and the salad and the refined sugar-free oaty apple crumble and a bit of kefir yoghurt. It's Saturday morning. I've just had a shower and I'm quickly going to put the slow cooker on before I head off. I'm going to drive myself down to Zanzi, get some new books, meet up with my friend, do a bit of crochet, have a chat with her, and then this afternoon after lunch we're going to go and do a bit of shopping. We need some more plastic boxes as ever. So I'm going to do in the slow cooker like a coconut veggie curry, and I forgot to show you, didn't I, the bhajis that I made yesterday. Hang on, let me get them out of the fridge. And the curry's going to be mushroom, frozen peas, frozen spinach, curry powder, garlic and ginger. I think that's going to be it. This is to sort of, I'm making an Indian feast, as I said. Let me try and get the lid off. These have turned out really well. And they smell very yum. These freeze well as well, so whatever we don't eat, we'll go in the freezer, but I've got a feeling we might eat quite a few of them. I was thinking about putting some chickpeas or something like that in the curry, but there's plenty of chickpea flour in the onion bhajis. There's chickpea flour in the flatbreads that I've got, and you know, there's protein in the mushrooms, so I don't think it needs it. And the pudding that we've got as well, which is the apple crumble that I made, has also got chickpea and seeds in it. So yeah, I'm going to make this curry and then get dressed and head out. There it is. It's going to cook away, and that will be yummy later on, hopefully. I'm out, I'm ready, dressed, ready for the day. I've just arrived near Zanzibar, where I'm going for coffee with my friend. I've got a big bag of books to take back, but the road, our road up the hill, is finally finished and open, which is brilliant because now we don't have to drive down one side and back up the other. But it's also a bit weird because it's been like that for, well, years. And so it was really weird to see people coming up and down, and like people going right round the roundabout, and yeah. So need to kind of remember that now, that we don't have to always drive down the one side and back up the other. So I'm going to go swap some books, get a nice coffee, sit and chat and do some crochet. Had a lovely time at Zanzi. I didn't really get that much crocheting done, to be fair, and I was chatting, but it was really nice. And well, I got a little bit done, and now I'm back. I've just had my lunch. I had some more of that salad from yesterday and a wrap, and that curry's done, that mushroomy thing, so I've switched off the slow cooker. I'm just going to let that cool down, and then I'll pop that in a bowl and I can just heat it up later. Just making a cup of tea, and then we're just going to head out and get a few bits of shopping. Yeah, look at the road. Do you feel like we're going down the wrong side?
I'm nervous.
I know. The weather's kind of back to not too boiling. I mean, it's divine. The wind is winding. In fact, you probably can't hear this. I've just shut the window. But yeah, look at the road. Completely open. Both sides. Lots of bumps. I guess to slow people down and to wreck our car eventually. But yeah, look at that view today. Lovely and clear. Kalima's gone. Hooray.
Just want the building site to clear up.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
I just said to Martin, don't forget to go round the roundabout. He's like, what? No, it just seems strange driving down the...
What about this roundabout? Do I have to go around this one?
Yes. Anyway, we're off to the China shop to buy some more plastic boxes. Yippee!
There's quite a lot of space here.
It's nice and quiet. Saturday afternoon. I'm just sitting in bed with the ice on my foot. We got a few bits in China shop and IKEA, and I did like a few laps and a bit up and down the road. The foot's doing okay, but it's not quite back to normal, so I need to still be patient, which is annoying. And I will show you the bits I got in the China shop when I finish doing my craft area bit, because that's what they're for. Martin's just hoovering the kitchen. I've mopped the floors as well, so all good. I've put the potatoes in the oven as well, and I didn't have any flatbreads, and I can't be bothered to make any, so we won't be having the flatbreads with the Indian feast. But I've enjoyed making all the different bits to go with it, and I think maybe next week or the week after or something, I might do like a Chinese one or a Mexican one or Italian, and just make loads of different like vegan, veggie things that can all go together. And I will, because I'm going to end the vlog now, I will put a little clip in right now of what the dinner looked like in the end, and I'll tell you next week if it was good. But yeah, give me any other suggestions if you can think of any, please, of any other kinds of cuisine that I could do a whole, just sort of different dishes, because I have really enjoyed it. Right, I am going to go stop waffling on, and I might even upload this evening, so you might see it Saturday evening. If not, you'll see it Sunday, and I will see you again next week, where hopefully it'll be back to kind of normal weekly vlogs. I've definitely got my energy back. I'm feeling good, feeling back on track, and yeah, all good. Thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye.